Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of NXT, the very first one of WWE 2K25, and we are seeing the NXT Champion kick off this very special episode of NXT tonight. Himself a hard-fought battle with Kenny Omega, one of the better superstars that we had here in NXT, and Ethan Page has been drafted back to NXT, a part of the WWE Draft. I would say over 50% of this roster looks the exact same it was before the WWE Draft, but there is a number of superstars that are new, as well as some veteran superstars that got drafted here to NXT. I'm really looking forward to what Adam Pierce has in store for us in the future as we build up to NXT Roadblock, which is just 5 weeks away. But let's go ahead and hear from All Ego, Ethan Page. Look at me. Look at the man who just walked into NXT, took over, and did exactly what he said he was going to do. You see, from the moment I stepped foot in this brand, people whispered, "Oh, Ethan Page is just another guy. Ethan Page doesn't belong. Ethan Page isn't ready for the NXT Championship." Well, guess what? I am the NXT Champion, and now every single one of you has to deal with it. This NXT Championship reign isn't a fluke. This isn't some underdog story. This is inevitability. Because when All Ego walks in the room, I don't just take part, I take over, and now I'm standing at the top of NXT while the so-called pillars of this brand crumble beneath my feet. Now look, the WWE Draft just happened. It's over and done with, and a lot of similar names I've already seen here in NXT, but there is definitely some major names that I would love to get in the ring with the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, former United States Champion and former Universal Champion. And then there's a man that technically didn't get drafted, but the only reason why he's on NXT is because he lost a steel cage match to Generation X, and that is Drew McIntyre. Look, Drew, you are certainly one of the better superstars in all of WWE, but being over here in NXT, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of this talent's time. And the future of this business, it doesn't go through you. It goes through All Ego, Ethan Page. So I should not see you around my NXT Championship anytime soon as I build the future of this brand and build the All Ego brand to where I desire it to be. And well, it certainly would not be an episode of NXT if we didn't see the guy that was moved to NXT after he did lose that tag team match recently there at the King and the Queen of the Ring, teaming up with Ken Shamrock and losing to Generation X in a tag team matchup. Very unfortunate for Drew McIntyre, but now he's over here in NXT, wasn't a part of that draft process, and now Drew McIntyre has to deal with the NXT talent down here, and it certainly will be a very interesting moment, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. And it certainly doesn't seem like Ethan Page is in the mood, or I should say Drew McIntyre is not really in the mood to hear Ethan Page whatsoever. And I'm very interested to see what is on the Scottish Warrior's mind right now. He had a couple weeks to really digest everything going on, and maybe it was a refresher that Drew McIntyre needed, but we are just moments away from finding out what the former NXT champion has to say to All Ego, Ethan Page. Ethan Page, congratulations, you did it. You walked into NXT and you made a name for yourself. You took that championship and now you think you run this place. But let me remind you of something, lad. NXT isn't just a stepping stone, it's a proving ground. And right now all I see in front of me is a man who's holding a championship he hasn't earned the right to carry. You call this the era of ego, but all I see is an entitled brat standing in my ring, pretending to be something he's not. Oh, is that right? You know, Drew, for a guy who left NXT years ago, you sure seem desperate to make yourself relevant here again. This isn't NXT anymore. It's mine. And if you think you're going to waltz in here, flex your past accomplishments, and intimidate me, then you're in for a rude awakening. You got guts. I'll give you that. But you're forgetting one thing, Ethan. Oh, Claymore kick out of nowhere. Drew McIntyre laying out the NXT Champion. It is Claymore Country tonight live here on NXT. What a way to kick us off on a great night ahead of us. Drew McIntyre's fired up as he should be, taking down the NXT Champion, and now looking to throw him, looks like maybe over the top rope to get the final last laugh here, ladies and gentlemen. But what a way for us to kick off here on NXT. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our first matchup of the night, as you're going to see Lexis King make his way down the ring, and what a fashionable way to kick off your entrance here, and the first match of WWE 2K25 here on NXT, as Lexis King takes on Trick Williams, who has been drafted here to NXT. And it seems like it may mess up that tag team that Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams had, as they were the tag team champions there on SmackDown before that WWE Draft. It seems like Adam Pierce wanted to see Trick Williams grow, and he decided to have Trick Williams go by himself. And what a way to do it. Have him grow even more as a single superstar instead of a tag team wrestler. We'll see how this is going to fare for that young man. And we're going to see if Trick Williams can whoop that Trick tonight to kick us off here on NXT. Certainly a lot of great talent coming your way, not only to open up this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight you got that newcomers battle royal, 8 women that are new to NXT. You're going to see how they fare. Also, Santos Escobar, the winner of the men's Gold Rush tournament, he is in action against Rey Mysterio. We'll see how that matchup fares, because Santos Escobar shockingly betraying the LWO, beating down Escobar beat down Dragon Lee after the matchup. So we'll see how the mind frame of Rey Mysterio is after watching a member of the LWO shockingly attack another LWO member. And it seems like Escobar restarting his Legado del Fantasma group with Los Garza, Berto, and Angel Garza. So we'll have to really see how that goes. But I'm really looking forward to this matchup as well. And also, cannot forget Oba Femi, NXT North American Champion. He's in action against Chase University's own Andre Chase. We, ladies and gentlemen, are just mere moments away from a big singles match, especially in the NXT Championship division, and especially the NXT North American Championship division. Both these men are looking to make a name for themselves, and what a better way to kick us off early with a jumping clothesline to take down Lexis King. And obviously Trick Williams wants to have a great NXT debut, at least in singles action. Come out here, make a statement, whoop that Trick, and take it to Lexis King. And, you know, certainly it's only going to go up from here. But obviously you cannot count out Lexis King. You know, a win tonight, Lexis King obviously would climb up the power rankings, maybe get himself an opportunity for maybe a championship match down the line. But you can't get ahead of ourselves as these two young talent go at it here. And now Lexis King, is he thinking about running power slam? Yes, he does. Brutal maneuver. We've seen a number of superstars use that throughout the years, most notably being Braun Strowman, who won the Universal Championship off of that maneuver. As Williams off the rope here, into a big elbow right to the temple. That's definitely going to stun Lexis King up a little bit here. And now this is where Trick Williams could be very dangerous here and really focus on Lexis King here. And also, for a man that was quite notably just in a tag team superstar, this is going to be a whole different ballgame for Trick Williams. So he won't be able to rely on a man like Carmelo Hayes. Trick Williams is going to have to worry about all by himself and really see where it's going to take him. And it's really going to show us really how Trick Williams was growing as a tag team competitor, but also as a wrestler while working with Carmelo Hayes. Obviously, both of them longtime friends. Now they're going in the singles direction, and we'll see how Carmelo fares on SmackDown. As Williams getting back inside the ring, here we go. Oh, big stomp to that left quad, or that left knee actually. Trick Williams looking to go high risk. Let's see what the big man has in store for Lexis King. Big jumping, looks like a forearm strike. Definitely looked like he knocked him out. Now Trick Williams going to go high risk again. Gonna look, maybe instead of just doing it once, he's going to do it twice. Going to look to go to the well one more time, this time with an axe handle. Takes down Lexis King, and Lexis is in trouble right now. Let's see what Trick Williams has in store here. Trick Williams with a big time takedown there of Lexis King, but Trick Willie is not done yet. Williams, let's see what he has in store for Lexis King. That swinging neck breaker, vintage Trick Williams. Is that enough? 2, 3, it is. Trick Williams with an impressive NXT debut live here on NXT. Trick Williams, you know, he was in that tag team shadow, now he's in singles direction. Great way to start us off in the singles direction in the era of Trick Williams. Can't wait to see how this man grows here on NXT. Ethan, what the hell are you even doing outside? You're supposed to be inside. You're the NXT champion. You're supposed to be talking to the media and getting everything all right for NXT. There's a reason why I drafted you first overall in NXT. So I need you to get back inside. What in the even hell are you doing outside? Well, I do thank you for drafting me number 1, Mr. Pierce. Unless you've been living under a rock the last maybe 20 minutes or so, I got my head kicked in by Drew McIntyre, who wasn't even technically drafted. The only reason he is here in NXT is because he lost to the WWE chairman, and that was the stipulation. So yeah, I'm out here blowing off some steam, got some ice nearby this ambulance to put on my face because my face hurts because I got hit with 2 claymores, if you didn't see that already. But you know what? That's a good thing you decided to come out here, Pierce, because I want Drew McIntyre, and I want him tonight. I'm not putting my championship on the line. No. I'm not stupid like Seth Rollins. But tonight, I want Drew McIntyre one-on-one in the middle of that ring, and you're the king of making stuff official, Mr. Official. So what do you say, Adam? Tonight in the main event, Ethan Page versus Drew McIntyre. I mean, if you want to have Drew McIntyre tonight, I mean, it seems like you two are already at each other's throats, and I'm just trying to make a civil NXT roster, but it seems like it's not going to be that way. So if you want Drew tonight, I make it official right now. Ethan Page, Drew McIntyre, the main event of tonight's NXT. But also, there's another question I need to ask you. Why in the hell was Shawn Spears getting involved with your match at NXT Gold Rush? Personally, Adam, I think that's information for me to know and for you to find out. Shawn Spears, I know quite well, and he happened to be in the arena, he happened to get involved, so be it. Nothing more than just that. Now, I need you to get out of the way so I can get back inside and get ready for tonight's main event. Well, big news, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Ethan Page, Drew McIntyre in your main event of tonight's match. Certainly going to be a big-time matchup. Can't really wait to see how that turns out. Certainly a non-title matchup, but still a proving point for Ethan Page, and quite literally could be his biggest win of his career, because obviously Drew McIntyre has accomplished quite a bit here in his career. So Ethan Page will see how he fares tonight in that big main event. And even Adam Pierce was wondering, hey, why in the hell did Shawn Spears get involved in that matchup? And certainly we're not going to get that answer. It seems like Ethan Page saying, hey, that's for me to know and for you to find out. So, well, I'm not really getting much there from All Ego, but here is the WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio going to look to beat down Santos Escobar and try to get some answers tonight here live on NXT and why exactly he turned his back, turned coat, the LWO. And for Santos Escobar, back to his Legado del Fantasma ways, and he will be with Angel Garza and Berto in the near future here in NXT. But tonight, it is Santos Escobar making his way down to this very ring. Does get a future NXT, NXT Championship match when he deems fit. So he could use it for NXT Roadblock in just 5 weeks' time. He could use it down the road for, let's say, around the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. A lot of times with this championship match, usually you'll get it at the next pay-per-view, but it's a kind of a situation or a stipulation where, ladies and gentlemen, you earn it, and then you can kind of use it whenever you like to. So just in the terms of like, hey, you got to talk to the general manager. Hey, Adam Pierce, I want to use it tonight. Hey, I want to use it next week. I want to use it at the PLE. I want to use it at such and such. So maybe, hopefully soon, we'll find out when Santos Escobar wants to use that championship challenge. But now it seems like he's going to be dealing with the LWO for quite a bit of time. So we'll see if it's anytime soon. But here we go, Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar live here tonight on NXT. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Escobar looking for that enziguri. Mysterio twirling on the ropes. Typical Lucha Libre style. And now Rey Mysterio hoping... Oh, I thought maybe he was going to go for a pinfall early on here, as Escobar with a big punch to the ribs there. And oh, look at this. Look at this big pinfall opportunity in the middle of the ring now. Rey Mysterio going to look to steal it here. Now Santos with his own roll-up. Pinfall. No, back and forth we went. Both men trying to really figure each other out early on. This big knee strike. And I mean, I really don't understand for Santos Escobar why exactly he would want to do that, as Mysterio missing quite far away on that. Should have been Escobar was way too far away. I think Mysterio overjudged it on that, but I would love to know, for Santos Escobar, he's the one that won the tournament, so why in the hell would he turn his back? That should be something great for his group and for him to build up to for the LWO, but it just seems like he wanted to, I don't know, be out of that group. It's Escobar with a super kick right to the temple. And maybe this is what Escobar needs to further what he believes in and further of his agenda. I just, until we hear more from Escobar, it's just kind of a mind-boggling situation on why exactly Escobar would do that. But we'll see if 2025 leads Santos Escobar to the year of championship gold. He is a former tag team champion with Rey Mysterio, looking for the Phantom Driver right there, taking down Rey Mysterio. Pinfall. 2. No, Mysterio with a big kick out. And for Escobar, if he plans on winning the big matches in 2025, he has to hit those maneuvers and walk out victorious. You can't hit those maneuvers and continue to give your opponents opportunities, because you're definitely not going to be able to win championships. It's a frustrating situation, but certainly a situation to deal with nonetheless. As coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, your new NXT North American Champion is in the house, Oba Femi, as he will be taking on Andre Chase of Chase University. As Santos Escobar just working on that left knee. We all know about the injuries over the whole career of Rey Mysterio, from WCW to WWE. He's certainly had his fair share of knee issues. And talking about knee issues, middle of the ring, single leg submission. But Escobar seemed like he was wanting to do more actual damage than actual try to submit Mr. Rey Mysterio, as Santos misangling that situation there and was far off. And we'll see if Rey can get himself back in this match here. And now Irish whipping Mysterio off the ropes into a flapjack, takes down Rey Mysterio. And now Santos going to go high risk, high reward situation. Mysterio stirring up to his feet. Only one thing can happen from this moment. Missile drop kick takes down the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. Big kick to the midsection again. Keeps bringing the fight to Rey Mysterio. Santos Escobar has been great tonight. He has taken it to Rey Mysterio. He has stayed on Rey Mysterio. And it's been all Santos Escobar for most of this night. And now looking for another Phantom Driver. Middle of the ring. Referee in position. Shoulders are down. This may be it. And it is. Escobar quite dominant tonight in this match against Rey Mysterio. And for Escobar, with that opportunity looming, does he decide to use that sooner rather than later? That is something that we have to look into, as we have to go backstage here. There is a commotion between two tag teams, and it looks like it's Legado del Fantasma and the LWO. We got the commotion going on backstage here as Berto, oh my goodness, pushing off Hakeem Wilde. And you got Angel Garza trying to take it to Cruz del Toro on top of those stacks of pallets and whatnot. Absolutely brutal between both teams, and it seems like we may have just kicked off a war there at NXT Gold Rush, and you never know, ladies and gentlemen, where this may go. But certainly Angel working with and Berto working now with Santos Escobar, Legado del Fantasma, and obviously everything is changing minute by minute. You're seeing it live here, live on NXT, as they continue to go back and forth. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to get ready for a big time matchup next, as Oba Femi, NXT North American Champion, is in action against Andre Chase as the fight continues live on NXT. And now, ladies and gentlemen, like we mentioned, it is time for a big-time matchup in the NXT North American division, as it is Andre Chase looking to show his members of Chase University what they can accomplish if they continue to put their head down and achieve their goals. As tonight, Andre Chase takes on NXT North American Champion Oba Femi one-on-one in a non-title matchup. Here in NXT, we saw Andre Chase as well as Thea Hale be drafted here to NXT. Duke Hudson, not drafted here to NXT, is technically still a free agent, and he can still sign wherever he wants. We'll see if he makes an appearance back here in NXT or how that will fare. We'll see maybe anytime soon. Maybe he shows up tonight. You just never know. He can show up anytime, any place, anywhere. But Andre Chase is focused on this match against the big man, Oba Femi, the Nigerian ruler, the NXT North American Champion. And there he is, the big man, the ruler that was able to find or figure out Carlito live there at NXT Gold Rush. And look at Oba Femi, ladies and gentlemen. The confidence just oozing off Oba Femi. This man is going to be something to behold for years to come. And this man is dominant enough. I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to have the North American Championship and maybe, quite honestly, have the NXT Championship at one time. But right now, I think he's focused on dealing with the NXT North American Championship and ruling the North American Championship for a very long time. Himself and Carlito had themselves a little bit of a turnout in their match, but ultimately Oba Femi showing who is the generation of NXT, the ruler, Oba Femi. And look at the future of this man. Andre Chase is going to be in for a fight of his life. That's all I can say, man. It is going to be a fight. It very well could be one-sided. Let's see how it fares tonight. Referee's an official. Oh, look at Oba Femi coming right out of the way with that running STO, taking it to Andre Chase early. And this might be a quick 1, 2, 3. Chase may want to change his strategy quickly. May need to change his pants, honestly. He may have crapped himself. Seeing Oba Femi, that big man running at you, like, oh my goodness. Now Oba telling Andre Chase to get up to his feet. About to have some painful situation here. Flying cross body or flying shoulder tackle. That very well could be enough. Is it enough? No, just a 1 count. Andre Chase keeping himself in it, but do you continue to fight, or do you live to have another day? Honestly. And now Oba with a gut wrench. Oh my goodness, almost like a gut wrench swinging DDT of sorts. I don't think I've ever seen that. Highly effective is what it was. And Andre Chase may have to call in sick to teach his students right now, because this teacher is being systematically destroyed here on NXT. And oh, look at Chase. He's trying to fire himself up, trying to get himself back in this matchup. Here's Andre Chase. Hooking up over Femi. Down goes Femi. Is this it? Is Chase going to have an upset? 2. No, but Femi kicks out. Andre Chase, it was his moment. He didn't get any offense, and besides that, could you imagine if Andre Chase had literally no offense this whole entire time, gets beaten down viciously, and then Andre Chase is able to hit the underhook takedown there of Oba Femi and walk out victorious? But obviously not done yet. Andre Chase has a lot more to do to take down Oba Femi, but he's going in the right direction here. He's staying on Oba Femi, as you should. You should need to keep the big man down. Right now he's on his tailbone, he's on his butt, but you need to work the legs, man, work the arms, just systematically take it to him. Kind of learn what the LWO did to Oba Femi to pick up big wins over the big man. Now let's see what Andre Chase can muster up here. As a big jumping punch strike right to the face of Oba Femi. As now Chase going to go high risk from the second rope. He's building confidence. The professor is building up confidence and connecting with a neck breaker. Oba Femi is in trouble now, ladies and gentlemen. But as soon as I say that, big kick to the face, that sure will do something to Mr. Chase. And now, oh, Bulldog reversal takes down Oba Femi. And uh-oh, Chase, what is he thinking about? Oh, big stomps. Gonna spell out Chase University here. Big time kicks to the chest, man. Look at Andre Chase all fired up. He's looking to put away Oba Femi. What could this look like? Oh, Oba Femi with a big reversal. Big reversal. Chase was looking to end this matchup, and now a pump-up power bomb. And that very well could be enough. 2, 3. Just when Oba Femi was seeing the end of this match not going the way you expected, a pump-up powerbomb, and Oba Femi keeps himself a little bit of a small winning streak going, building off that championship win live at NXT Gold Rush. Big time win for Oba Femi. We'll see what the direction of the NXT North American Championship looks like in the coming weeks, building up to NXT Roadblock. We saw this, ladies and gentlemen, at NXT Gold Rush. Omos made his presence known against Oba Femi, but they stood face to face. We didn't see an interaction. We still are wondering, is Omos and Oba Femi, is that the next matchup for the NXT North American Championship? Or is there a partnership brewing between both men? We don't know either way. And the mysteriousness continues as Omos makes his way down to the ring. Both Nigerian giants. Oba Femi is the Nigerian ruler. You got the Nigerian giant Omos right here. I mean, there's certainly any way this could go. Against each other, teaming together, you just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But I would love to see where this may go. Omos getting himself in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe, just maybe, we might figure out what is next for Omos and Oba Femi live on NXT. As you can tell, Oba Femi on the apron, he was just allowing Omos to get himself in the ring. But look again, ladies and gentlemen, at this height difference between Omos and Femi. But again, the question goes, is there a partnership? Are these guys going to be next in line against each other for the North American Championship? What in the hell is going on between these two behemoths? And look at Omos. They seem pretty tight with each other. But oh, wait a minute. They might be. Are they working together here? It seems like maybe. Is this a partnership? Is this a partnership? A tag team between Omos and Femi? Could you imagine how this would go, ladies and gentlemen? Femi and Omos. It seems like there is a partnership between both men here, and I can't wait to see where this may go, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, if this is where it seems like it's going to go, I would be very careful if I'm this NXT roster. Is Omos and Femi leaving together? Big question, though, is what does the future of NXT look like with both of these men working together? Time's going to tell with this bad one. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the newcomers Battle Royal, a part of the women's division. And the first one is Jada Parker. We've heard a lot of big things about this lady, and we're going to see how it becomes tonight live here on NXT, as she is confident as hell, as you can see herself making her way down the ring. We'd like to welcome Jada Parker to NXT along with these 7 other women. We got a tag team in this group. We got a lot of future NXT Women's Champions, possibly, and North American Champions in this group as well. And we'll introduce them as they come, but can't wait to see Jada Parker a part of this women's division. She does not take crap from anyone, as you can tell, and we'll see how she fares in the coming weeks and months and even years here in NXT. Maybe she won't be here for years. Maybe she'll be on the main roster. You just never know. Momentum is a hell of a thing here in NXT. And now, the next lady making her way down the ring is part of that Chemical X group with Gigi Dolan, Shotzi Blackheart, and herself, Tatum Paxley. Big time addition to NXT and the tag team division. We'd like to welcome Tatum Paxley to the division. Certainly Gigi Dolan wanting to obviously make a name for herself. You know, she's been here in NXT dealing with JC Jane, a former tag team partner. This group now forming together. Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox were a tag team. They lost the Women's Tag Team Championships live there at NXT Gold Rush to Cora Jade and Roxanne. And Tegan Nox has decided to step away from NXT and WWE. Technically, she's a free agent, but right now she is no longer a superstar here in WWE, but can sign at any time she pleases. But Shotzi has joined up with this group, and I mean, it almost, a lot of people say it reminds them of the Blossom Girls that you'd see there on Cartoon Network. As here comes Lola Vice, has that MMA background, and she is not afraid to shake her money makers, as if you can tell what I'm talking about there. But certainly Lola Vice, she has that background from Miami, Florida. Certainly not afraid to show you that Vice City vibe here in NXT. Certainly a lot of people have high praise for this woman, and certainly with that MMA background, I think Lola Vice can be definitely a huge thing in NXT for sure. And tonight we'll get a little taste of what she brings to this ring, as this is a battle royal tonight, live here tonight. Gonna throw 7 other women in this contest over the top rope. And the next woman making her way down in the ring, Kalani Jordan, a Michigan State gymnast, making herself well known, and she is signed here to NXT, and she and is going to bring a lot of flexibility. Not just saying that 'cause she's a gymnast, but certainly a woman that's very confident in herself, very young, and the crowd, I think, can very well get behind her and what she brings to the table. We don't know everything, obviously, that she brings to the table, but from what we've seen from what Adam Pierce has showed us and why he has signed her to NXT is certainly impressive from what we've seen, obviously. So, welcome Kalani Jordan to NXT, and even though I'm not a Michigan State fan, welcome to NXT. Go Blue, by the way. And with her kind of actually an intriguing story quickly about Kalani Jordan, as she has looked up to RVD in terms of some of her maneuvers. So I think Kalani Jordan will definitely pull out a lot of those maneuvers. As now Kiana James, one of the newest signings to NXT, part of the WWE Draft, makes herself known tonight. And honestly, when you first see Kiana James here, it should remind you of Tiffany Stratton. When she first came in, she had the purse, she had everything like that. But Kiana James, you know, she'll do what she pleases. She'll use daddy's credit card, debit card, whatever she has to get her needs done. But certainly Kiana James will bring that aggressive nature here in NXT, and that aggressiveness and all cocky flavor, I guess you could say, to NXT, and that is only going to make certain superstars a little mad with what she brings to the table here. But once again, welcome Kiana James to NXT. And now it is Sol Ruca. I'm being told she has one of a heck of a finishing maneuver known as the Soul Snatcher. So we'll be very curious to see if we're going to see that. But she loves surfing, and being told she has a lot of unseen maneuvers in WWE history. So and that's saying something with WWE being around for a very, very long time and what everyone brings to the table. But Sol Ruca brings a lot to the table apparently, and would love to see that. But she does love to surf and loves to just be out on the beach, out there in the water, and we'll see how that fares for Sol Ruca. Definitely brings that tenaciousness when it comes to being in this middle of this ring. Calm, cool, and collected is Sol Ruca, and I can't wait to see how she fares in the coming months, how she fares here in NXT. As this next woman makes her way down to the ring, she is part of the Meta 4 group. It is Jakira Jackson. Just a signee to NXT. She is a part of Meta 4. You got Jakira Jackson, Lash Legend. You have Noam Dar and Aura Mensa, known as Meta 4, that look to make a name for themselves here in NXT. And you're going to see Jakira Jackson, this lady on your screen, with Lash Legend, a part of the tag team division. And we'll see if we see Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend going up against Roxanne and Cora Jade anytime soon. That'd be a pretty good title defense if I do say so myself. But hey, you know, you can't rush into anything when it comes to these matches. Jakira Jackson looks like she's in phenomenal shape. It almost looks like she has a 6 or 8 pack in phenomenal shape. Don't know too much about her in-ring style, but you know, part of that Meta 4 group, obviously with Noam Dar, he's been around the business for quite a long time and able to teach these women and men a part of the group how to really wrestle and can continue to grow as a wrestler. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the last member of this Battle Royal, the second member of the group. It is Lash Legend, part of the Meta 4 group. Obviously, tonight you're going to see Lash Legend, Jakira Jackson, a part of this 8-woman Battle Royal. They may work together and they may go after each other. It's every woman for themselves, but this is a big opportunity for all 8 of these women to show out and show up here tonight, live here on NXT. And hey, maybe they'll get an opportunity against Thea Hale, Tiffany Stratton, or even, obviously, if they look good enough in singles action or tag team action, go against Roxanne and Cora Jade. Time's going to tell, though. Cannot wait to see how this turns out, ladies and gentlemen, as this is your co-main event. And it's coming up next is a big-time main event between NXT Champion Ethan Page and Drew McIntyre. But here we go. We are ready. It is time for the Battle Royal. Who's going to be the first one to be eliminated? Looks like Sol Ruca could very well be the first one. Could you imagine? We're not even a minute into the matchup being official. Sol Ruca could be getting her soul snatched. Could this be enough? Sol Ruca! She stays in the matchup. Oh, wait, actually. I almost ate my words there. Almost getting double teamed out of this match. You got Lash Legend and Jada Parker going at it, and down goes Tatum Paxley. And now we are down to 7 women. And that's why you got to be careful in these matches. Is what a springboard back kick to the face? Kalani Jordan, that was an impressive maneuver. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And this is what you love about these new wrestlers in WWE, and especially what Adam Pierce saw. He said, hey, you know what, I may be going to my own roots of NXT. A lot of these superstars I'm familiar with, and I'm ready for them to really develop as talent. And I want to see, you know, this is, you gotta, in the deep water, these wrestlers gotta learn how to swim. And it seems like Adam Pierce may be given those opportunities out here tonight to really see how these women are gonna fare in key situations. There's a little Vice with those big strikes. Here to Lash Legend, but Legend with a big-time clothesline. Back and forth we go here. And look at Jakira Jackson bringing out the kicks. Look at that maneuver there from I should say Sol Ruca taking down Kalani Jordan, and Sol Ruca taking down Lola Vice as well. Sol Ruca looking to be the MVP of this match, looking to take on one of everybody. She just took on 3 women at once, and now she's dealing with Jada Parker. In these type of matches, you don't want to be necessarily the one making the biggest noise in the matchup, or very well could be getting double teamed, if not triple teamed at times, as Kalani Jordan's trying to stay in this matchup right here. Jada Parker, though, gets punched right in the dome, and Kalani will stay in the matchup momentarily. As Jackson gets stomped in the corner, Jada Parker gets taken down, and Sol Ruca with the moonsault, but Kalani Jordan is just too far away. You got Lash Legend out, you got Kiana James out of this Battle Royal. Big takedown there of Jada Parker. Now we are down to 5, it looks like. Jada Parker, Jada Parker keeps herself in this matchup. Kiana James doing the frozen challenge where you just do that and try to not move, I guess. But we are down to 5. We'll see how this turns out, ladies and gentlemen, as Sol Ruca trying to roll to the corner, and she does. Big kick to the midsection there. And as you can see, you got Jada Parker going after Jakira Jackson there, trying to eliminate her, but Sol Ruca's big legs there, able to keep her in it momentarily. There's Lola Vice going to roll to her corner. Face buster there from Sol Ruca to Parker. We'll see how this matchup continues to fare. We're down to 5, like we mentioned. As Sol Ruca rolling under the ring, eliminating herself. Usually it's over the top rope, but it seems like even if you go outside the ring and take yourself out of this matchup, it takes yourself out of it. And Jada Parker, realizing it, keeps herself in the matchup. But now we are down to 4 here, it looks like. Jakira Jackson, Lola Vice, Kalani James, and Jada Parker. This woman's going to be very careful not to roll out the ring, or it is a automatic elimination. Usually it is over the top rope, but it seems like with this, it is over the top rope and down you go type of situation. As now, Kalani Jordan looking to be next in line for an elimination. Lola Vice trying to get rid of her. Big kick to the ribs, and down goes Kalani. But now Jada Parker from behind, going after Lola Vice. One-on-one situation. Big time opportunity. Who is going to pick up a big win in this Newcomers Battle Royal live tonight here on NXT? As a one-on-one situation, Parker trying to eliminate Vice. Jada Parker's got that strength and power. She might very well be able to do it. Can she flip her over? No. As Lola Vice able to slip out of it. And now Vice with those strong kicks and another kick into it. Oh, vicious running knee right to the ribs. I do say myself. And now Vice, and oh my goodness, attacking the ribs, man. That is absolutely vicious if I do say myself. And now Vice with a almost like a Coquita clutch, trying to tap out Jada Parker here in the middle of the ring, but Parker ain't going down like that. She knows if she passes out and Vice just tosses her over the top rope, she knows how this is going to fare. And Parker now going to look to eliminate Lola Vice, maybe. No. Setting up that midsection. Tremendous slaps. And now Parker, uh-oh, be careful. Get yourself eliminated from the top rope here. Parker now gonna use her, using her butt to stomp the midsection, and that very well could be it. Jada Parker could be moments away from winning this matchup. Down goes Lola, and Jada Parker has won the matchup tonight. Massive win tonight for Jada Parker. These women were expecting over-the-top battle royal, but even if they rolled out the ring underneath the rope, it still counted as an elimination. And Jada Parker used those rules to her advantage, and Jada Parker with a big win in her debut here in NXT. Welcome, Jada Parker. Can we, take a moment to acknowledge the real moment here? Not you, Jada. Congrats, I guess. But let's be honest. Everyone was just waiting for me to walk out here and save this show from mediocrity. I mean, Jada, don't get too comfortable, sweetheart. Winning a battle royal is cute and all, but let's be real. All you did was survive against a bunch of girls who can't lace my boots. And now what? You think you're next in line? That you're ready to hang with someone as tiff-tastic as me? Please. See, Jada, there's a difference between winning a battle royal and being the battle royal of this division. And newsflash, that's me. Every time I step in this ring, I outshine everybody. Every time I wrestle, I steal the show. And every time someone thinks about to level up, I send them crashing back down to reality. So enjoy your little moment, Jada. Bask it in. Take your selfies. Post your little I did it tweets. Because once you step in the ring with me, your little fairy tale ends and reality hits. And trust me, it hits pretty as I do. Toodles. And now it is main event time here live here tonight in NXT. A situation that very well didn't have to be the main event, and certainly it became the main event. Ethan Page probably wasn't expecting to have a match tonight, but he does now. And I mean, he's the one that asked Adam Pierce to make it official, but to kick us off tonight, he wasn't expecting to have a match. But when he kind of mentioned Drew McIntyre's name, it kind of had to be there, to be honest with you. So it does happen to looks to believe, obviously, non-title matchup. Drew McIntyre and Ethan Page is your main event, and it very well could be one of your better main events in a very long time here on NXT. The Scottish Warrior looking to have, I guess you could say, a new era, a new rebirth of sorts in his career. Certainly a big-time moment in his career. You know, he's going to have to turn things around. He lost part of that steel cage match. He was one of the first superstars to get over the steel cage, but he had to rely on his tag team partner at that time, Ken Shamrock, to get out of the ring. But certainly Triple H and Shawn Michaels did a great job of keeping him down for them to climb over that very cage. Which is very unfortunate for Drew, but hey, you know, he put himself in that situation and has to deal with it, as here comes the NXT Champion, Ethan Page. And Adam Pierce caught up with him outside earlier on tonight saying, hey, what in the hell are you doing outside? And Ethan Page is saying, hey, I'm getting ice from this ambulance out here. I'm trying to cool down from being kicked in the face a couple times via the Claymore. And Ethan Page said, hey, I could have been doing worse things to this roster, but I decided to go outside and cool down a little bit. And I mean, that, even though we don't really care for Ethan Page, that certainly is a great idea for him to, hey, go outside, cool down. He actually thought about the rest of the roster. He didn't think about just himself in this situation, which is very rare. But we'll see how this main event goes, though, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Page versus Drew McIntyre in your main event of the evening. And now the main event has officially started. Big punch to the face, and now Ethan Page gonna look to go, oh my goodness, for a release powerbomb. The very first matchup right away, taking it there, sending a message there. It's a vicious neck breaker, takes down Ethan Page. Here comes McIntyre with a point to prove, and obviously both men have a point to prove. Ethan Page wants to beat a man that's well accomplished here in all of WWE, Drew McIntyre. And from McIntyre's side, he's coming off a big loss to D-Generation X, to the WWE Chairman, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. So he wants to get back to his winning ways, and, well, winning over the NXT Champion, certainly a great way to start. It's all ego, kind of targeting targeting Drew McIntyre, and he ends up eating karma with that neck breaker. And now McIntyre just stomping away the soul of Ethan Page, trying to cave in the chest. Ooh, and the big stomp to the ankle there from Drew McIntyre. And now McIntyre gonna look to fly halfway across the ring, dropping that elbow right across the chest. Shoulders are down, pinfall attempt to take down Ethan Page, but it is not enough just yet. And now Page, big time kick to the face there from McIntyre, off the ropes, going for an elbow strike. Page now looking to maybe up the pace here. And now Page, oh, almost like a hip breaker. Not a back breaker, but a hip breaker. And that could definitely turn the tide of this matchup. And look at Page attacking the ribs and attacking that hip that he just connected with. Ethan Page is all ego, but you cannot give this man any time to really focus in on what he wants to do here, or it's going to be game, set, match over very, very quickly. As now Page, McIntyre's busted open that right side of his face. I don't know if you can really see it from this camera view, but you can kind of see it from here. And now Ethan Page, what in the hell? Ethan Page, oh my God, what a maneuver, taking down McIntyre. But look at McIntyre with the jawbreaker. Ethan Page should have went for the pinfall. These guys are going to war live here in your main event. As over the top rope he goes, and down goes McIntyre at ringside. And that is all ego. Ethan Page, baby. And now the referee will start his count. That left side of his face bleeding like a stuffed pig. And now Ethan Page, your NXT champion, going high risk and takes down Drew McIntyre. And that says something for all ego to not just take the count-out victory. He's coming right here to inflict more pain on that wound and maybe create another wound on the face of Drew McIntyre. As back in the ring we go, ladies and gentlemen. Referee was at a 3. Continuing to inflict pain is all ego. Ethan Page right now in your main event here. It's a big attack on that left knee there, slowly but surely. And now McIntyre with a Claymore. Does that take down Ethan Page? Shoulders are down. 2. No. That is technically the 3rd Claymore tonight that Ethan Page has eaten tonight. But now he's gotten up. And now, wait a minute, Future Shock DDT out of nowhere from Drew McIntyre. That has won him championship matches in his career. But now he's looking for his 4th Claymore of the night to knock off Ethan Page. Is Ethan Page going down? 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre with a massive win, and down goes the undefeated streak of Ethan Page in your main event of the evening. What a brawl. Both men busted wide open, putting up a hell of a fight. Pardon me, I'm losing my voice. What a tremendous match tonight to end NXT. I couldn't ask for a better main event live tonight. And wait just a minute. That's the chairman, Shawn Spears. Spears connecting right to the temple as McIntyre was just celebrating his win. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, he is... The blood's dripping off the face, or at least off the face right now, while he was celebrating. But now, Shawn Spears is taking it to Drew McIntyre, and now outside the ring we go, and again a back headshot. Down goes Drew McIntyre. What in the hell is going on here? Come on, Shawn. There's no need for this. Damn it. This is terrible. And now Shawn Spears looking to get even more dangerous. Oh, very close to that very chair that he just beat literally the snot out of Drew McIntyre with. And now Shawn looking to inflict even more damage, this time around with a table that he just set up. Not like this. Come on. Not like this, Shawn. Not like this, Shawn. No, Shawn. No! Through the damn table. You got to be kidding me. Shawn not afraid to come out here and take down the biggest man on NXT, and that happens to be Shawn Spears taking down Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. What in the hell have we just witnessed? It seems like Ethan Page and Shawn Spears has something going on. Seems like there's a partnership, something of likes going on, but we don't know what the hell it exactly is. And look at Drew. He's trying to get up to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. You kind of commend that. But again, how much is enough when dealing with a man like Shawn Spears, ladies and gentlemen? And Spears, this man is just a scumbag of a human being. And again, Shawn Spears, seeing that McIntyre's continuing to get up to his feet, but damn, it's just like the Scottish Warrior. He has that no-die attitude, and it seems like Spears wants to be done with Drew McIntyre, but McIntyre continuing to get up to his feet, and this has just been a pain for Shawn Spears to put away, it seems. I know. Oh, right against that barricade. That is not going to feel good, I can tell you that. And McIntyre, he doesn't even know where the heck he's at here, as he gets thrown right against that metal bar that holds the barricades together here. It's a different setup that you see from Raw and SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. As, oh no, not the steel steps. Come on. Don't you dare. Oh my god, you just threw it right on top of him. All that heavy weight right there on Drew McIntyre, as now McIntyre tossed back inside the ring. I can only imagine what the chairman, Shawn Spears, may have in store here. And now going to look to maybe surfboard him. No, he's going to look to rake the eyes. Come on. There's a referee in this, but damn it, come on. This is just horrendous. You can see the marks just continuing to build on Drew McIntyre, and there's nothing anyone's going to do about it. It's not like Drew has any friends here in NXT. Nobody was drafted here that he's friends with, at least that we know of, and right now he's being taken to the woodshed by the chairman, Shawn Spears. And Shawn Spears looking at the referee, and what the hell? Now Shinsuke Nakamura's here. One of the guys that got drafted here to NXT. This is one of the most, I would say random attacks, just in the terms of Nakamura being here, and especially making the save for Drew McIntyre. Obviously, D-Generation X and Drew McIntyre go way back with Nakamura being that new leader. Certainly McIntyre had to deal with him, but now it seems like Nakamura is coming out here to, I don't know if he's helping, if he's, I'm speechless because I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on. This has been one hell of a night, but certainly things have to go on here. I don't know what what exactly is really going on, but Nakamura already connected with one Kinshasa and another one right in the middle of this ring, and it seems as if Nakamura, I don't know if it's 100% true, obviously, but Nakamura may be making the save for Drew McIntyre tonight. A lot of stuff to question on this edition of NXT.